Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 1015. Oda, you are so much on a good roll, man. I appreciate that, and I love that about you. But make sure you take some breaks in between, okay? Because, like I said and say it multiple times, I'll save that for later, So if anything else, let's just get this recap of One Piece started. We have to it that Luffy is still drowning into the sea while everybody's morale seems to be really down and under. Like, Chopper's like, what the hell are we supposed to do now? Everyone's like, are you kidding me? Does that mean we already lost? Is Momonosuke safe? And one of the guy who apparently ate a dango that had a gorilla, he says, it's insane that all the best rookies were crushed after joining forces. You're not weak. Kaido's dominance is just so strong, or he's just super strong. And everyone's like, man, they made that. And we have to it that Kiku's brother is like, they made that announcement to hurt our morale, huh? Even Kawamatsu's like, yeah, but then we have no idea of verifying it. And even Sanji's like, seriously, those dumb idiots, they've lost all the will to fight anyway. Even Queen's like, even Queen talking to Chopper's like, how disappointing. You were so fired up and I was eager to play along, And we had to that Perrodin says this, when the general falls, all the pawns lose their composure. It's kind of funny, because that's the will of war. It's like, you take down their leader, it's game over. It's like playing chess It's like playing chess, You take out the king or the one who leads the army. Capiche? It's done. Go. But we have to Perros Peril activates his freaking candy shower arrows. But we have to it that Sanji comes in before Queen could do anything, while Queen says, you're gonna die anyway, you cowardly monster. And he ends up having his teeth come out with more needles and say he's gonna give out some tender poison. But Sanji comes in and freaking launches Diablo Jambi Rotasere, Ends up burning Queen up very badly to a point that he's screaming in total agony right now, that his head ends up becoming a shield for the candy shower, which is hecka hilarious. Even Perros Peril gets hit by Queen's freaking impact when Sanji kicked him. And we have to it that Sanji tells Chopper, hey, you did a good job, Chopper, you pulled through. And Chopper's like, hey, Sanji, Luffy is, don't you dare cry. We've seen this happen countless times, remember? All those miracles, all that luck charm he always does. He even tells Chopper to take care of Zoro. He says he'll be worth like 10 men. And Zoro's like, shut up! I'm more like 2,000! Sanji does not know that freaking Zoro has Haoshoku Haki, man. But whatever the case may be, that's fine. And we have to it that Sanji gets ready to deal with Queen and says, leave the dino brain to me. And Queen's like, so, you are Judge's brat, huh? And right now, everyone's like, dude, his captain just died, but he's still fighting. Even everyone's actually shocked to see Sanji still fighting, Even Marco says, that's why I like them, And we go back to the castle, first floor, anterior, the attic, where, Kinmon is barely holding on after that attack from Kaido and ends up stabbing Kaido's leg, He says, and Kinmon remembers his time with Momonosuke where he decided to become the pretend father, and then Momonosuke tells him stop causing trouble, And Kinemon, even though he's not Momonosuke's real father, he was like the second father figure that took care of him throughout the One Piece series when he was introduced with Momonosuke, If you guys remember correctly, combine that with freaking the backstory, he was pretty much a second father. And we have to it that Kinemon tries to stop Kaido or distract him long enough for Momonosuke to escape with Shinobu, And Kaido's like, what's the point of buying time? What's the point of trying to run? And we have to it that, Kaido says, it's not easy, but sometimes you have to accept defeat. Embrace your honorable death like a true samurai, While he stabs Kinemon in the back to the gut with the samurai sword and leaves, And we have to it that Momonosuke with the frog in his hands that Shinobu captured, We have to it that, Momonosuke decides to make an announcement, Who apparently somehow Luffy managed to send a voice to Momonosuke saying, Momo, I want you to let everybody know, okay? and Momonosuke decides to tell everybody in the castle a speech. This is Kozuki Momonosuke, your Luffy, and trust me with the message. Luffy Tower has already, and many people are trying to talk about Luffy, but Momonosuke says, Luffy is still alive. He told me he would definitely make it back. So please keep fighting. Even if it hurts, even if you have nothing left, I implore you to keep fighting until your last freaking breath. And even Luffy still remembers, and that Luffy would tell Momonosuke, let everybody know I'm still going to be Kaido. And Momonosuke is like, because Luffy is going to win. And everyone's morale goes back into shape, while the Straw Hats and the people under him who's fighting, even Kid says he's actually surprised, And people who apparently join forces with the samurai says, we're not giving up, And we have to it that Kaido corners Momonosuke and is about to get ready to hit him, But we have to it that Shinobu ends up activating Juku no Jutsu, and ends up somehow possibly managing to escape. Then we get to see Law's ship and his crewmates finding Luffy, They end up realizing, hey, isn't that Straw Hat? Holy crap, we gotta save him. We can hear his voice even though it's underwater. Because, if I remember correctly, Luffy also has the voice of all things, that kind of thing. And we have to it that, Tama cries that Big Bro is still alive, And Usopp's like, let's run straight to the stage and hurry up, And we have to it, someone says, hey, it's a good to hear Straw Hat's okay. And freaking Nami's like, huh? How come my climate attack just spoke? And it was actually Zeus. Oh my gosh, there's no one else who could be but Zeus, okay? It looks like to me, Nami, when she tries to feed him some black balls, I guess it looked like when he got consumed by Hera, it looks like to me he somehow got into Nami's climate attack when she got close enough to give him black thunder balls, Pretty funny. And we had to it that Big Mom's like, what a pathetic bluff. This was over the moment he fell into the sea. And Trafalgar Law's like, we've been collaborating for a while now, but honestly, when it comes to him, I've learned to say never. And Kid's like, Trafalgar Law, you're here to get in my way or something? And Law's like, settle down, Eustace, yeah? Don't you think we should play nice for now? And we have to it that Yamato confronts her father and says, Kaido. And Kaido's like, don't you mean Father Yamato? But Yamato says otherwise and says that bond has chained me for too long. I'm here to free myself from it once and for all, And then chapter ends and there's no break for next week, which is great. But I'm going to say this all the time and every time. But first, let's talk about the simple recap of the One Piece chapter, We have to it that, Luffy is drowning in the sea. Everyone's morale seems to be dissipated, but Sanji continues to fight and tells Chopper not to give up on Luffy, Because all those luck and miracles he's done, it's always been there. Seriously. Many people could call it plot armor, but whatever, And we have to it, Kinemon gets stabbed in the back to the gut by freaking Kaido, which really sucks. I hope he could still survive, but if he dies, man, I guess that's done GO or game over. And Momonosuke decides to make a speech to everyone as he remembers the voice of things that Luffy tells Momonosuke, I need you to tell everybody this, that I'm going to come back and beat Kaido. And with that speech that Momonosuke says out loud, he keep on fighting, don't give up, and I will return, And we have to it that everyone's morale does not disintegrate at all. Instead, they will decide to keep fighting. Even Frankie, everyone else goes like, all right, let's freaking do this, that kind of thing. And we have to it that Shinobu escapes with Momonosuke-sama using Juku no Jutsu, And we have to it that that Zeus is somehow alive and is actually fused with Nami's climate attack, I don't know how, but it's pretty cool. And we have to it, of course, Yamato confronts her father and says it's time for me to free from those chains that's been holding me down for a long time. Let's do this, that kind of thing. And the chapter ends off there. So that was a pretty crazy good chapter. I'm looking forward to the next one, and there won't be no break next week, which is really great and all. But I'm gonna say this all the time and every time. Oda, I love your work. And you're doing great so far, even though there were some consistencies at at somewhere in the middle or beginning of One Piece. But hey, man, I still love your work, but I just want to say this right now. Take as many breaks if you have to, okay? I'd rather see you finish a series than you being on a hospital bed on death's door or your health deteriorating to a point that you won't be able to finish at all, you know? Like I said, if you have to take many breaks or something, get your mind off things, you know, take as many as you have to, okay? Like I said, and say it over and over again, as annoying as it is in many of my One Piece recaps, and my manga chapter recaps, take as many breaks as you have to finish the series, you know? So yeah, looking forward to next chapter. So until then, I'm off. Visit up, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.